Hi, I am Girish Kishnani, and you are watching 5-Minute Learnings. Welcome to the fourth video in the series on emotions. Today we will explore how evolutionary psychology explains human behavior, including emotions. Evolutionary psychology is a scientific discipline that approaches human cognition, emotions, and behavior through a lens that incorporates the effects of evolution over time. It combines two sciences, psychology and biology, based on Charles Darwin's ideas explained in his book, Origin of Species. An organism's main goal is to survive and reproduce, and those organisms that adapted biologically to environmental changes were able to do both. Evolutionary psychologists use the same framework of these psychological adaptations to explain modern human behavior. William James, the father of American psychology, was inspired by Darwin's theories of natural selection and sought to understand the purpose of mental processes and behaviors that have evolved over time to help humans adapt and survive. This became known as functionalism, which defines mental states by their function. Proponents of this psychological approach posit that our ancestors confronted problems and developed ways of solving them, and therefore were more likely to survive. They gained important advantages, such as better health or a longer lifespan, allowing them to produce more offspring. Our ancestors who developed advanced cognitive, emotional, behavioral, and social skills passed down these traits to future generations, resulting in a population of offspring that were born with these adaptive behaviors. Evolutionary psychologists believe that these adaptive behaviors have become rooted in deeply complex neural circuits in the brain and that they are inherited by subsequent generations. Although these innate behavioral tendencies are often tempered by input from our culture, family, and individual factors. The principles of evolutionary psychology suggest that the underlying neural mechanisms are shaped by evolutionary forces. Evolutionary psychology explains the behavior of humans today as a set of psychological adaptations that were made in order for our ancestors to survive in their environment. These adaptations are now hardwired into the human genome through the natural selection process, or the survival of the fittest, so to speak. Below are some of the basic principles of evolutionary psychology that contribute to the nature of modern man. Your mind is based on adaptive changes that originated in the Pleistocene era, giving modern humans the adaptations developed in a stone-aged mind. Your brain is an information processing device that produces behavior in response to the environment. Your environment can be external, seeing a predator, and internal, feeling nauseous after eating. The specific ways that the neural circuitry is constructed in your brain today have been directed by natural selection from our ancestors who best solved problems. Over the course of many generations, millions of years ago, most of your psychological processes take place subconsciously within your neural circuitry. You rely on conscious decision-making to guide you in your daily life, but you are unaware of the complex underlying process involved. Neural circuits in the brain are highly specialized to solve different adaptive problems for your survival. For example, the circuitry involved in vision, seeing predators, is not the same as for vomiting, eating something poisonous. Although many aspects of biological evolution are widely accepted among scientists, evolutionary psychology is a controversial field of study with much debate. One of the field's major criticisms is that the assumptions are not falsifiable because we do not truly know the intimate details of the psychological functioning of our stone-aged ancestors. Developmental psychologists explain that in normal infant development, there are a variety of hardwired reflexes that help newborns get through their most vulnerable months. They root, suck, grasp, and cry. They have a startle reaction called the Moro reflex when they sense their head shifting position quickly, like a falling sensation, and they jump at loud noises. Fear and disgust are two of the earliest basic emotions that emerge in babies, along with happiness, anger, surprise, and sadness. These emotions appear to be hardwired in the developing human, and an evolutionary psychologist would explain they are adaptive behaviors to assist in their survival. In other words, expressing these emotions is how they get their needs met and promotes bonding with their caregivers. It has been debated whether certain fears exhibited in young children are learned or innate. Babies who are less than 6 months old exhibit a fear response when they see a picture of a snake or spider, presumably before they have had a chance to learn this response. from an evolutionary perspective, over time this ability to recognize and quickly react to these small, quiet creatures became a trait that many humans inherited as an instinctive human reaction. That's all on how evolutionary theory explains human behavior. In the next video we will explore the James Lange theory of emotions in detail. Hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and follow or subscribe to my channel 5-Minute Learnings, and do remember to hit the bell icon to get notified on new content. Thanks for watching.